dry season. They come through to this to the northern part of the South Descent for better grazing and water availabilities. And talking about Western Gari or traversing rights over here, yeah, we may get to see certainly bears one day, or even the Kori bastard, because we have quarantines in our certain area, which is a perfect habitat for them. And as I said earlier, that Taras saw the star-striped jackal and the serval the other night, and we don't normally see them in this part of the world. Even Karakal may decide to come through here one day. And again, I've never seen the civet. No, I don't want to talk about a civet. Oh, that's right, that's a civet. I'm just thinking of the Janet. So civets on Western Gari since I've been here, but I've seen the evidence of them the other day, the tracks somewhere. I've seen the African wildcats the other evening on Sandy Patch area. So yeah, you never know, Debbie. So yeah, we may see other animals that we don't get to see normally. You never know. And animals tend to move around a lot, and tend to explore the other places where they've never been before. So yeah, it is very, very possible. But yeah, just to tell you, Debbie, the Kruger Park is so huge and diverse. So they've got many different animal species there that we don't get to see in this part of the world, like black rhinos, for instance. We didn't get to see them here, but there was a report, actually a confirmed sighting of a black rhino in Arachusa, if I'm not mistaken. Thanks very much for the question, Debbie. Just on Galaga shortcut at the moment. I'm just going to take just 2 tracks here back onto Belfast Cut Line and River Road, that area. What we can find. We still have time and enough light. And that's the interesting thing about a safari, you know, because you never know and expect what you're going to see out here. Remember, I told you a couple of days ago, the safari is like fishing. One day you go out fishing and then you catch lots of fish. And you go out there another day and you catch absolutely nothing. So it's like safari almost. And you go out grabbing around, looking, and you don't find nothing. And maybe in the last minute, and then something popped out. And it's always a wow. So I've been looking for the last 2 hours and 50 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever the case may be, and here we go. Lions on the kill, leopard on the kill, mating, cheetah chasing an impala in an open area, wild dogs also making a kill or anything like that, you know. Hyenas fighting the lions for a kill. Anything might happen, anything is possible out here. I didn't give up. I said, no, there's nothing, let me just go home. You never know what's going to come out towards the end of the drive. And it happens from time to time. It's a little cloudy over here. Just looking here, I'm trying to find something interesting. I don't think we'll have a stunning shot of a sunset this afternoon. It's a bit cloudy. See how it goes. It's not even a bird sitting in a tree and singing a lovely song. Everyone is cold, staying indoors. That's my favorite word. Animals stay indoors in a nasty weather. Maybe I can tell you a little bit about the trees, the medicinal uses, and that'll be interesting. Yeah? I'm sure everyone will agree. As we've been driving around for about an hour and 50 minutes, and seeing absolutely nothing. Now we saw some hippos at the dam and the roller a little bit earlier. I'm trying to find something interesting. Monkey boy shape. What a nice name for a human. Good afternoon to you, and welcome on the safari. Have you ever heard animals attacking the vehicle? Or do we get animals that attack the vehicles in this area? No, not really. All the animals out here, especially in the Sabi Sands, monkey boy, are very, very friendly. A very good friend of ours. They don't attack the vehicles. They don't see the vehicle as a threat at all. The animals out here have grown up seeing vehicle in all their lives. That's why they don't see this vehicle as a threat, or any vehicle out here. It doesn't matter if it's a diesel engine or if it's a petrol motor. They are just used to the vehicle. But you'll get some other animals, especially the elephants, that will come close to the vehicle just to observe what kind of object it is and smelling it with the trunk like that. And they move off to graze. Unless if you upset them, you do something wrong, pressurizing it by getting too close to them, especially the breeding head of elephant with babies. You just respect them, keep a distance, just wash the body levels. And if they're not happy about the distance, you can stay a little bit away from them. If they're allowed to get closer, and you can do that. So just follow what you do or what you want, and they'll be fine with you. We have had leopards, especially the gorillas boys, coming right close to the vehicle, introduce themselves. The other day, and then one of the boys urinated on one of the walls of the old jigger. So they're very, very well accustomed with the vehicles. They said they've been associated with the vehicles for many, many years. After the hunting was completely stopped in this area. Thanks for the question. Giraffe tracks here, going north. Mvubu Road. Mvubu is a hippo in Shanghai. And this road must have been made by a hippo. It must have been a well-worn game path that the hippo was using to go in and out of the water to graze and back to the water. In the early mornings, and they decided to put the roads. The hippos, they still use this road to go between the water and the grazing area. And again, they use the roads as the boundaries of the territories. You can see them. They could have go back a bit. Just saw the ears, big ears. Yeah, baby critters, it's tiny, eh? Here's the mother. You see that green touch wood? Yeah, it's hiding there at the moment. I'm just gonna stay here for a minute or two. It may pop out. Yeah. It's tiny, it's brand new. Maybe a couple of days old. I can't see the mother now, but she might be around. No, she's moving into thick bushes now. I can't really see nothing. Cool. Thank you. It's hiding itself behind the bushes. It's going to be moving on. Ellen asking if we do get crocodiles in the dams that we see during the drives. And then there was one crocodile at Belfast Dam a number of weeks ago, but I do not think that he's still there, and we've been checking every single drive and we haven't seen any sign of he or her. We were not too sure if it was a male or a female croc. So yeah, we had one there at Bristol Dam and it's gone. And Gowrie Dam, no. Queen Dams, that's a negative. And Treehouse Dam is also a negative. I think the reason why we don't get crocodiles in our dams here, and again the other one didn't stay for longer than we thought, is I think it's something to do about the availability of food source. Crocodiles are one of the creatures that don't need to eat every day because they are able to slow down their metabolism, digest the food as slowly as possible. Especially in summer when it's hot. So yeah, that's why we didn't have them. I have been told that there was one crocodile living at Gowrie Dam a couple of years ago. It was also gone due to the same reasons of food availability. Are on the eastern side of Gowrie Dam at the moment. We're still in Ruby Road. Also looks quiet, not even an alarm calls. Just the one yellow bull on the other far side of the dam. See the water bubbles at the dam. Must be some hippos over there. Tara, which side of the drainage line was the leopard this morning? That side. So yeah, we're gonna go and check Rebecca's Road, maybe back on Zoe's again. We're just gonna check this area first here, Central Road, and possibly Nyala South, down towards Spaghetti Crossing, Chalapane, that area. It's getting cold. Oh, the other boys. The guys. Have they been to Gowrie just today? Do you know?
I don't know.
Probably not. Okay, great, thanks. Yeah, they were at Gowrie. Yeah. See, they're all in the thick bushes at the moment. It's cold. Impalas were also quite fluffy this afternoon. The buffaloes are also fluffy, look at that. They're steadying the fur up to try and keep themselves warmer.
It's got a tree in his head.
He's scratching behind his ear and the neck to get rid of the irritating external parasites in the process. He's got a nice set of horns. The other boy. So there's about 3 of them over there. I don't know how many were down at them during the day. And this guy's weigh almost a ton, 900 kilograms, the bulls. Cows around 750, thereabout. It's lots of meat for a pride of lions. A bigger pride like windmills or sticks pride and can feed off the buffalo for a couple of days, 3 days or so. But believe me, in the buffalo bulls, especially the Dagga boys, they are not the easy target to the lions. They fight for their lives. I've witnessed many lions trying to bring down a buffalo. Wow, it's a lot of effort. The one that I witnessed in the Timbavati Reserve, it was a 3 lionesses trying to bring down a Dagga boy lying down in the shallow water at one of the dams there, and the buffalo nearly killed one of the lioness. The 2 lionesses were like on top of the buffalo, trying to pin it down, and then one of the lionesses jumped off and then walk in front of the buffalo, grab the buffalo by the nose, and then pull him down like that, and the buffalo pushed the lion down into the water, drowning the lioness, and during the process, the 2 big male lions just pop out from nowhere, and then they just got this buffalo down just like that, quickly. And it didn't take them longer than 5 minutes to bring the buffalo down, and the lioness exploded like a bullet out of the water, and she went to lie down on the dam wall for about half an hour, panting heavily. So what would have happened if the 2 male lions didn't come and give them help? So the buffalo would have killed or drowned that lioness. So they fight extremely hard. As you can see, the buffalo is a very, very solid creature, lots of muscles over the body. And they need at least a bigger part of lions.
That's what I was looking at this morning, definitely. Maybe a little bit darker than the planet one.
Alrighty. The buffalo disappearing in the thick bushes, and it's time to move on. And folks, for those who have just joined us now, we are broadcasting 100% live from a Juma Game Reserve. And my name is Patrick, presenting this afternoon. Tara behind the camera, and Kez in final control. If you've got any question, please send it through to final control at safari.tv. Wow, look at the beautiful color of the Tamboti tree. I don't know if you can be able to, I don't know if we have enough light to, do we? Oh, sweet, fantastic. Wow, it's changing the leaves into reddish color. It's a Tamboti tree. Doesn't actually look like a Tamboti with the red leaves. They do change the color at this time of the year. But the Tambotis are semi-evergreen trees. They don't leave they don't lose the leaves because they grow in the riverine areas where there's a very, very high water table accessibility. Most of the trees that they grow close to the riverbeds keep their leaves all year round. That's why in the areas like this, in the dry riverbeds, you find that lots of elephant activities, kudus, giraffes, all the browsers, and they all move into dry riverbeds and in the dry season. That's where food is available and it's nice and green. It's a very beautiful Tamboti tree. Tamboti is one of the highly poisonous tree, and it's got a milky latex inside. So if you pick the leaf and then you'll see there's a milky substances that come out of the leaf, and if it gets on contact with your skin, and you will have a terribly blistering on your skin. So if it does get in contact with the skin, you need to wash it with the water immediately and rinse it for about 2 to 3 times. Otherwise, then it wouldn't be nice, and it's very, very painful. And if you eat it straight away, then you'll probably die. And people also don't use the wood as a firewood for cooking, because that smoke will also give you a terrible headache and maybe a diarrhea. But there are animals that eat the leaves, your Brussels, giraffes, and kitties, black rhinos. If you get up north of the Kruger, and you'll see lots and lots of Tamboti trees that have been rent back by black rhinos and porcupines. Porcupines also love them, just eating the bucks, just on the base of the tree. And that poison doesn't seem to bother them at all. But I've never heard of a black rhino or a giraffe or any browser that feeds off the Tamboti having a diarrhea or suffering from a stomach or anything like that. Then again, just asking if lions travel from one area to another, and how far do they travel? Right, and it just depends. You know, it depends on food source availability. Just to give you an example of elephants that are non-territorial animals. Buffalo, also non-territorial animals, and obviously your club species that are non-territorial. You will find a breeding herd of buffalo staying pretty much in the same area for a number of days before they can move on to the next property, because the food is good and there's also water around. So yeah, they just follow a good quality of food and water availability, Ellen. But in the dry season, if I can put it into perspective, Ellen, just to give an example of the hippos can travel about 20 to 30 kilometers a night looking for food when there's insufficient food availability in the area. But in summer, you wouldn't travel as long as 10 kilometers. So they'll travel about 10 kilometers on average a night. In the summertime, obviously there's a sufficient food and water availability, so there is no necessity of covering huge ground, unless if they want to patrol a territory, because the territory can be as big as 10 kilometers. So yeah, and that's a different story. But yeah, elephants. It's the same. Elephant can also cover large ground during the day, or even during the night, depending on the food availability. And again, an elephant can also travel about 40 kilometers a day. if it really wants to. But then you get your territorial animals, which are the white rhinos and the cat species, lions and leopards. It's a white-backed vulture, so I'm just talking and I forgot to tell you what we're looking at. Looks like he's going to call it a night. The white-backed vultures are the most common vultures throughout the Kruger National Park. You get them all over. Anyway, that's a giraffe at the back there. You can't see it from this angle. I need to go around the other side. Just gonna take one more last look at the vulture. And sitting like that, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's a kill in the area. I mean, as vultures are known as kill indicators. So if you see the whole bunch of vultures sitting in the different trees, then you know that there's definitely a kill in the area. But one vulture like that, then it's not a good sign of a kill at all. So you're just resting there for a night. And they usually sleep in dead trees, the vultures. Nice, let's go and take a look at the giraffes before we lose the light. And just going back to the question of Ellen, I'm asking about the animal's movement. Nice giraffe. It's quite a few here, 2, 4, 5. I know there's a female in front of us. We saw her a couple of days ago. If not yesterday, I think it was yesterday morning. I can recognize her with the tail. She lost her tail tip. She's got nothing to keep the flies away from her. Beautiful youngster there. Oh. Okay. More? I don't want to disturb her.
Just above us.
Wow, maybe a little bit back might help. Oh, no, it's gone. Sorry, vulture. It's landing in the tree there. There's another vulture sitting in the tree there. Yaga. I loot him for just a Ndilamiti on Vulture's Nest Road.
Okay, did you go back into the area where
I'm actually on my way to that area at the moment, Johnny. Yeah, if I pick up anything, I'll give you guys a shout. Yeah.
I'm just east of west of Cambodia, down the west. I'm going to take these coming here and I'm going to come down onto quarantine, maybe try for a cruise and give you a hand as such.
Great, that'll be fantastic. Yeah, thanks, man. Giraffes are gone.
Got one in shot. She's hiding.
Oh, there, yeah. Very welcome, Elijah. Yeah, it's quite dark over here, so we can't see much on the giraffe. So we're going to be moving on. So it's about time to use a flashlight. And but unfortunately, I can't use the spotlight onto the giraffes. The eyes are very, very sensitive to the light. Pretty much like our eyes. If you shine a spot in and then they won't see. And it can be very, very dangerous sometimes. You can imagine if you can't see and you're in the area where potential dangerous animals occur. So that's why we have made a rule of not shining the bright light onto the diurnal animals. O'Neill. Good afternoon to you. O'Neill asking about the different prides of lions that occur within a traversing area. Stayed at Mala Mala recently. And are we following any cast tracks and have we picked up any pets this afternoon? That's a negative. We haven't picked up any lions or leopards so far. And we did get a Styx pride that comes on our concession quite often. And we have had Nkuhumas this morning and the windmill also here a couple of days ago, and both Styx pride and windmill are regionally from Mala Mala. And now that the windmill pride went to the Kruger, and they do come into Jima Game Reserve from time to time. So there have been several sightings of the windmill pride in the Jima Game Reserve. So the day we saw them here, it was not the first time in the area. So they've been here a number of times before. So yeah, we didn't get many, and also mapojos, obviously. So we do get to see them here occasionally. And yeah, so we've got Nkuhuma, the windmill pride, the Styx prides, and mapojos. So and the sandy perch. I don't know if you're familiar with sandy perch or no, but they don't go as far as Mala Mala or that area. And again, we don't have a traversing right in Mala Mala. We would like to, that'd be fantastic. To get a traversing right in Mala Mala and the other neighboring reserves in the north here. Thanks for the question, Anil. Oh. It's my tongue. Sometimes can't pronounce words correctly. Just get stuck. It's a big toy, eh, Cara? Chalapan is quiet. Just gonna go back to Philemon's Dip, cut line. Zoe's Rebecca's Road. That sounds like a plan. John is also interested in Ari to give us a hand. About time for nocturnal creatures to start emerging from the bushes, market territories, and hunt at the same time. Nice and warm, Tara. Oh, wow. Oh. It's gone. Okay, thanks. Another nice jar sitting on the road. So I nearly drove over a nightjar. Especially with the headlights. Especially when you have headlights on, not just in the road and is blinded by the bright lights and just sits there. That's why the people often drive over them, especially in the Kruger, people speeding at night. And not just sitting on the paved road looking for insects. People don't slow down or stop for them. You just drive. Just going to check the dip and then Just going to check on the other side of the Flimmonds Dip. So we are on Weaver's Nest Road at the moment. Those who are following the map. We're just close to Quarantine. Basically south of Quarantine. One Impala over there. Leopards are hiding somewhere. Okay. It sounds like the hippos are about to move out of the water to go and graze. Just going to have a quick look around Rebecca's Road and possibly make our way down towards Gowrie Dam to see there's hippos on land outside the water. There's a nice sort of Impala up ahead. Dyker there again. Bypassing the Impalas and the Dyker. I want to shine the light in them. And Venus is already out, or evening or morning star. I'm not going to stop for a Venus, I'm just going to keep looking for a leopard here. Huh? The Venus. Well, just stop and we can take a quick look at it. Wow, I can hear that hippo calling at Treehouse Dam. Just amazing how the sound travels after dark and during the night. Here we go, and hyena calling. Sounds like it's somewhere around Twin Dams Road, north of Chelapan. Peace. Nada. And Peace is Quarantine is there, and Highness Column there. Okay, let's bumble along. If you hear the hyena calling like that at this time of the the evening, they're trying to locate the rest of the clan to go out looking for food. That's how the hyenas communicate. But in this area, due to the lack of predation, as a result of small population of predators, and the hyenas tend to forage for food individually, so they'll come out of the den or wherever they'll be resting during the day, and they split up just to try and cover more ground, looking for something different. So if one individual hyena finds something, and will obviously call the other individuals, and they'll all move into the area. And if it's a leopard and it's just made a kill, then they'll try and drop the leopard off the kill. There's a part of lions that, it will depend on the number. That's why we say safety number. There's more hyenas, and then they could easily draft the lions off the kill. I've seen that happening before. But it's obviously more lions, and then there's no chance the hyenas will win the battle. So the lions and the hyenas are the super predators in this area. That's why there's always a fight between the lions and the hyenas. Lions killing the hyenas. I've seen that two big male lions killing a hyena on the giraffe kill. What happened was a giraffe that slipped and fall on the river crossing, and the hyenas got there first before the lions, and then they're busy feeding on the kill, and there were lots of vultures sitting in trees, and that obviously attracted the lions to move into that area and investigate what was happening. And one hyena was like right inside the giraffe, and then just feeding on the softer parts inside the giraffe. And as lions were walking very slowly and gently, and one hyena was like outside, was feeding on the hindquarters of the giraffe, and then saw the lions, and ran away, and then didn't warn the other hyena about the lion's presence in the vicinity. And the lion got there and grabbed the hyena, pulled the hyena out of the giraffe, and killed it right there to sleep. One hippo at the dam, and I think the others have gone out of the water already. He's still on Rebecca's road, yet looking and looking and looking. Maybe we're still quite a long way off the Gowrie Dam to see those hippos on the land. Maybe if Caroline can put us on a picture with them would be cool. She can find one outside the water. Okay. Unfortunately, it's impossible. You don't have the. Okay, thank you. The hippos are sitting or feeding on the grass outside the water at Gowrie Dam. How's that? If you see the hyenas approaching the carcass, even if the lions are not in the area, they'll walk around in the circles, just it's a branch stuck underneath the jigger. Go back a bit. It's out. And okay, lovely. Catching a picture. Looking reviews of the dam. Hippopotamus. Oh, fantastic. We're just walking up the dam wall now. The hippos, making their way to the grazing land. It's been a long day for them sitting in the water and doing absolutely nothing. Anyway, I was just telling the story of the hyenas approaching the carcass. And they will first make sure that there is no predator or lion in the area. Leopards don't really worry about them. So they'll walk around in a circle, checking the area, make sure that it's safe. And they'll go to the carcass, look at the carcass, smell around in the ground, just to also to make sure that who has been in the area. And we'll start feeding. And while they're feeding, I'll see them. They'll look around from time to time just to make sure that the lions aren't coming back to the carcass, because sometimes the lions can leave the carcass and go to find water somewhere. But usually the lion will leave at least one or two individual lions to protect the carcass. But if it's one lion, obviously it has to leave the carcass unattended to go and find water somewhere. And that's a very good opportunity for the hyenas to come in and install the carcass. We're back on Zoe's Road now, heading down towards Quarantine. Duikers out this afternoon, yeah? Duikers. Duiker. Great duiker. I think it's gonna be tremble cold tomorrow morning. Yes, ma'am. Every time I drive past this small open area just off Zoe's Road, it reminds me of the cheetah and the leopard that you saw that morning, Tara. Wow, that's amazing. There you go, there's another hyena. Must be probably the same one that we had earlier. Sounds like it's closed now, somewhere around quarantine. I'm gonna go around that side, see if you can find it. Oh, branch. Yeah, pretty close, eh? Sounds like the western edge of quarantine. Easy. Amazingly interesting creatures, the hyenas. Sounds like there's another hyena, female hyena on the jigger. Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely Tara, yeah. It's mimicking a hyena call. Yeah. The hyena's excited. Has finally found food. Yeah. Oh. Over there, is a game drive. Maybe it's Johnny with the pistol or the sundowner. Yeah, the Pooza. Sundowner. The sun's already gone down. Where is this hyena? Somewhat pretty close, actually. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. That's a shinga. Yeah, I did Zoe's Road, Rebecca's Road. Just gonna quickly have a look around quarantine here, see if we can pick up anything and on the fire. It's quiet. I didn't actually. Henry picked up the Ngalankonza on Senipech North, going north towards the boundary. So I presume that it could have been them, yeah. Okay, cutting for. Enjoy the cruiser.
I'm home, let's find out some English.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find for you.
I'm approaching Senipech now from the gate. I'm going to do Impala Road to the south. See if I can't get these Imbalas. They were going to find they're jiggling around hitting corners coming from Senipech now. I don't know. How many corners did you do that?
Apparently one set of Mkonza. And again, Toro said this morning when they left them, they were mobile north towards Senipech area. Okay, copy. Thanks, man. I don't know. Is it? What is it? No. It's not a wool. You switch off?
Let's do the engine.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in the engine. You know what it is?
Windscreen wiper.
One screen wiper. Oh my goodness. Wow. And I nearly having a heart attack, so the jigger is breaking. Wow. It's funny, huh? Yeah, it's windscreen wipers. I mean, I accidentally switched it on, and it was going quang 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 quang. It sounded like in the engine, yeah. But it was actually the windscreen wipers making that funny noise. Wow. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, it's time to end off. Wow. Straight. Alrighty. Let me just stop you and say. Oh. Where do you need the light? Over here.
You did.
I'll try. Oops.
Yeah.
Don't break light. Can you see me better?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, folks, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. And it has been nice being out there, looking at different things, enjoying the sceneries. And it's just one of quite that. What can you do about it? And thanks a lot for all your questions. I sent through the info, the input, and everything. And you guys are wonderful. And Tara, thanks very much for your fantastic camera work. Cares back in final control. Thanks very much. And from me, Patrick, bye for now, and I'll see you again at the same time, 6:30 Central African time. Please join me on the morning drive again. I think I'll be presenting.
I'm cameraing.
Oh, you're cameraing, same team, I think. And have a good day, folks. And Alka, that's right. Alka will be joining you. Afka, yes, we'll be joining you in the next half an hour or so, just to chat to you about different things and that sort of thing. And from me, Patrick, cheerio. See you in the morning. Bye-bye.